significant impact on others through their own selfless actions, but also to encourage each and every one of you to truly embrace the concept of Ubuntu. As you get to know the world of Ubuntu being created by our awardees as we go throughout this evening, and as you reflect on your own expression of Ubuntu, I urge you to reflect on the words of Desmond Tutu in his book, God Has a Dream, a Vision of Hope for Our Time. And he said this: a person with Ubuntu is welcoming, hospitable, warm and generous, willing to share. Such people are open and available to others, willing to be vulnerable, affirming of others, do not feel threatened that others are able and good. For they have a proper self-assurance that comes from knowing that they belong to a greater whole. They know that they are diminished when others are humiliated, diminished when others are oppressed, diminished when others are treated as if they are less than who they are. The quality of Ubuntu gives people resilience, enabling them to survive and to emerge still human despite all efforts to dehumanize them. Thank you all. One love, enough respect.
Didn't I tell you that's a hard-working woman here? All the projects they're working on, I told you. Right now, I'd like to pause to recognize some more very important people who have joined us. First, I'd like to acknowledge Professor Colin Giles, who is the Deputy President at Utech Jamaica. How you doing? I would also like to acknowledge Julian Robinson, Member of Parliament, Southeastern St. Andrew. Also like to acknowledge the South African High Commissioner, oh Lord, bear with me, Jungi Kaya Rabe. How did I do? Thank you so much. I would like to also recognize First Counselor, Mr. Enrique Victoria from the Embassy Republic of Panama in Jamaica. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to recognize Mr. Kenneth Williams. He's the Agreement Officer Representative. And thank you so much, Professor Hamilton. She does work very, very hard. At Utech Jamaica, service to others is a critical platform that distinguishes us from other institutions. In recent years, we began a process of infusing Ubuntu into all of our community service engagements and into all the educational philosophies. This builds on Utech Jamaica the core value of respect. Professor Colin Giles, I keep on forgetting, Giles, will now bring us his Ubuntu remarks on behalf of the university. Please give him a round of applause.
Masters of Ceremony, Shelley Ann Weeks, and Dr. Rohan Lewis, Reverend Dr. Martin Shade, Professor Rosalie Hamilton, Dr. Elaine Wallace, Vice Registrar at the University of Technology, Jamaica, members of the Diplomatic Corps, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen previously acknowledged, ladies and gentlemen, all, good afternoon. I am truly happy to be representing the University of Technology, Jamaica, and our president, Professor Stephen Vassiani, at this another very important staging of the Essence of Humanity Ubuntu Awards. When Professor Hamilton and her team conceptualized the Ubuntu Awards, it was with the intent to honor unsung heroes who have, through their work, have brought out the best in others around them and have sought to do so without accolades or even calling attention to the work that they are doing, and who continue to make their contribution to society. This is the third year of this event, and we are proud to say that we have honored or recognized some 40 such heroes to date for their exemplary and transformative impact in support of others who may have otherwise been forgotten and be without a voice or advocacy on their own behalf. The University of Technology, Jamaica shares unequivocally in this principle of respect for human rights and freedoms in all areas: freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from fear, freedom from discrimination, and in general, to seek for the well-being and welfare of our brothers and sisters. These are all underpinned in the affirming South African philosophy of Ubuntu, which reminds us of our social obligation for human kindness towards all others. Our own Jamaican legend, Bob Marley, summarized in his well-loved song, One Love, the thought that we may be of different ilk, creed, and kind, but we can all live, love, and exist in the same space in peace and harmony. Utech Jamaica takes our service outreach obligation very seriously. Service is one of the three pillars that represent the university's mission: teaching, research, and service. So we are happy to be playing our part through the FIWI Jamaica project and other service and outreach initiatives in instilling the positive values that will influence a cultural ethos that values and protects the humanity of each other. These are further embedded in Utech's core values, represented by the 7 letters that form the acronym RAISE IT. R for respect, A for accountability, I for integrity, and right in the middle, S for service, E for excellence, I for innovation, and T for team spirit. I was very pleased to hear a first-year student remark just last week in moving the vote of thanks at a mass meeting with our new president, Professor Stephen Vassiani, that we should hold fast to the things that are good about Utech Jamaica. And he listed the FIWI Jamaica project as top of his mind among the things which he identified as being right at Utech Jamaica. It is in this same spirit that our Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, reminds us through his I Believe initiative campaign of hope, that there is nothing wrong with Jamaica that cannot be fixed with what is right with Jamaica. So I want to applaud and encourage the team to continue the good work that you are doing in evoking the Ubuntu culture and way of life at the University of Technology, Jamaica, and indeed beyond the borders of the university and our other campuses, to have it infused within our Jamaican society. Let me also take this opportunity to acknowledge the support of our major funding partner, the USAID. With their support, Utech looks forward to continuing in this effort to foster an important difference in our society. Ladies and gentlemen, when we turn on the newscasts and look at the reports of the high rates of crime and violence against women, against children, and against the most vulnerable in our society, in some pockets of our country, we are tempted to feel disheartened. We are disheartened by the pain that crime and violence brings to our families. We are disheartened because we are all too well aware that this represents a major barrier to Jamaica's development. But there is hope. I know that I'm speaking to the choir when I say that now more than ever, we must all seek to strengthen our resolve to return Jamaica to a national sense of community as a critical prong in the search for solutions to crime and violence. The nation is grateful for extraordinary individuals like our Ubuntu awardees, who have dedicated their lives to simply and importantly bringing out the best in others around them, not for reward, but for sheer altruism, and indeed for their belief in the values of Ubuntu. I am because you are. Awardees, I laud your efforts, and I encourage you to continue to play an active role in your unwavering advocacy for a better Jamaica, with a cultural ethos that respects and protects the value of every person. Congratulations again to our awardees. Much more will be said about them later this evening, this afternoon into the evening. But let me simply express my warmest congratulations to all of you. It is clear that your commitment to community runs deep, and it gives us great pleasure to recognize you and to welcome you into the fold as Utech Jamaica Ubuntu ambassadors. Ladies and gentlemen, all, I thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Giles. Giles. Please don't hurt me. I'd like to take this time to recognize two individuals from the Trinidad and Tobago High Commissioner. Amanda Fraser, she's the second. Hi, oh, there she is. Hi, Amanda. Marsha Linton Doyley, also the financial attaché. How you doing, Marsha? Oh, okay, I have company, good. All right, so Professor Giles spoke of Utech, University of Technology Jamaica's supporting partner in the USAID, and we just want to take this moment to acknowledge them, because you know that all of this good work needs support, needs to be financially supported especially, so I really do need you to put your hands together for the USAID. American novelist Tom Clancy once said, "Each of us has a dream somewhere inside. It is our most direct link to the person we really are and what we really should be doing." Our next item is a song that speaks to the dream. Walk with a Dream is a song that has helped the Free Jamaica project to further advance its mission for a better Jamaica. Composed, arranged, and produced by Mikey Bennett, yeah. It has become the project's theme song, and right now it will be performed by the participants in the Master in Residency program. And this program is a global competency training program that provides coaching for new and established artists. The program introduced them to mentors in the industry and the art of performance so that they can be better professionals for the global market. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome the MIR group as they perform the song Walk with the Dream.
I am a student and I forget to mention my dream. I would go for a CFC. My dream, I would doctorate in every degree. My dream, we walk through the community. So let me show you what I dream. Now style out with a dream. With a dream. With a dream. We have a plan.
Because they demonstrate great value and regard for humanity and the rights of the person, both as individuals and in a community. They exemplify the University of Technology Jamaica's core values of respect, integrity, excellence, and service. Among our awardees this afternoon are cultural and community workers, a teacher dedicated to bringing out the best in students, youth advocate, a gender specialist, and advocate, amongst others. We are in very exceptional company this afternoon. Whatever the background of each awardee, he or she demonstrates the characteristics that highlight the ideals of humanness and respectful service to others. The awards are given in 3 categories: certificates, citations, and trophies. There will be 3 certificate presentations this evening, 5 citations, and 3 trophies. Right now I'm going to call on very, very handsome Dr. Rohan Lewis to join me on stage. Clap him and look at him dressed nice. And we're also going to call Mrs. Norma Morgan, Executive Assistant in the Division of Community Service and Development at Utech Jamaica, to present our Ubuntu Certificate Awards.
Mrs. Morgan. Mr. Sidney Henry. Since 1991, Mr. Henry has worked as an advocate for youth development. He has advocated for social justice to be realized for marginalized communities in the areas of housing and sanitation. He worked extensively with various entities, developing youth leadership programs that facilitated community leadership among young people and developing and implementing education programs for rural at-risk youth. In Monique, St. Anne, Mr. Henry promoted agriculture as a career in a time of world food crisis. Jamaica was not the only country to benefit Mr. Henry's action consistent.
Malcolm has nationally his accommodating approach to the needs. I was busy, but not going on for me at all. Okay, our next awardee, looking fabulous, is Dr. Jean Purchase-Tollo. Dr. Jean Purchase-Tollo has is a dedicated advocate for the success of the vulnerable minorities, particularly the youth. As a champion for their cause, she has committed her life to their service in Jamaica and across the world. Dr. Purchase Tuller's career in volunteerism began at the early age. She initiated her own outreach project serving at the Worthy Home Orphanage. A teacher by profession, she now capitalizes on this opportunity to impact the lives of countless numbers of students. Besides leading her proteges to academic success, she also served them as a counselor and mentor. She also volunteers at schools in underserved rural communities, helping to ensure that no Jamaican child is denied a standard education. Dr. Purchase Tuller is affiliated with the Jamaica Capital Program Project for Dispute Resolution, which provides legal and social services to low-income clients. She has also participated in various service projects in over 85 countries around the world, including work in the Jamaican diaspora in Ethiopia. In demonstration of her sincere love for her community, Dr. Purchase Tuller worked and continue to invest in the development of a meditation tool.
Welcome to Hero standing in for her. Millington is to be counted.
And even though he is currently legless, Mr. Mills, you are so awesome. Give him another round of applause, please. I'd like to also thank Ms. Johnson for her assistance. All women, a caring, phenomenal woman.
The equity in decision-making at all levels of society, from the parliament to the community level, in the public and the private sectors. Lynette also participated in the first time recognized educate about and enshrine leadership of so dedicated is Ms. Hale to going beyond self in the service of others. She sold her house in order to prevent the Padmore Primary School from closing down for lack of funds. The money she made from the sale, she invested into the school, including purchasing a bus for use by students. She dedicates her time to her students by teaching 7 days a week. Most significantly, she has worked to help one of Jamaica's worst performing schools to make a 180-degree turnaround. In 2015, the school was one of the best overall performers. % success. Grade 4 literacy and numeracy test, 100% success. GSAT, 100% success. Ms. Hale is now highly respected in the education sector and has been impacting and helping other principals. For exemplary and selfless leadership in education, for consistently striving for academic excellence at the Padmore Primary School, for going beyond the call of duty, for unstinting care for the education of the children in her charge and the community. The University of Technology Jamaica is pleased, very pleased, to present Ms. Keisha Hale with the Ubuntu Essence of Humanity Trophy.
I think you should clap her again. I found myself a new role model. Miss Hales, we'll talk afterwards. Woo. Can we just put our hands together for all of the awardees this evening? Can we just ask the awardees who can to stand, please? Just really well done, all of you, well done. And we're going to welcome back my favorite singing group with another fantastic, I'm sure, performance entitled Ubuntu Song.